Oh hi, this is Mike Taylor from Web-Based Recruitment, and I'm delighted to be joined by Elkie Holland, who is a director at Prospectus IT Recruitment, a specialist IT recruitment company. Now Elkie's going to be speaking at the 2010 Social Media Recruitment Conference in London on the 22nd of April. So welcome, Elkie.
Thank you.
Now, for the benefit of the listeners, Elkie was actually a delegate at the first Social Media in Recruitment Conference back in July 2009. And I've invited her back to speak to talk about what she's learnt and, more importantly, actually implemented since the first conference. So we're going to go through a couple of questions now. So without giving too much away, Elkie, as I know you'll be covering a lot of this at the April conference, but do you want to share with us what stage you were at before you attended the conference with social media?
Okay, well, I would say I was interested, overwhelmed, confused, and definitely needy.
Right.
I was really interested, basically, in what it was all about and what it could do for the business.
Okay.
Overwhelmed by the massive information that's out there about social media. And then just so confused. I had loads of pieces. It felt like I had a huge 3D jigsaw, but I couldn't quite get them together.
Right.
So I was just so needy for a solution and answer of how to put it all together and make it a useful tool for my business.
Okay. So what attracted you in the first place to actually attend? Was it to get that knowledge, or to consolidate knowledge, or discount other bits that you picked up you think, I'm not quite sure?
Really, it was just, I was hoping for this is how you do it, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I actually came away with something a lot stronger than that.
Right. Do you want to expand on that?
Well, basically, I just literally wanted a 1, 2, 3, 4 that I could follow and put it to bed and move on and do my business.
Right.
But I basically came away with more inspired and to realise that there isn't actually a right way or a wrong way. There are lots of ways, and you have to mould it to your business and also to your personality.
That's a very good point, actually, because there's so many different industries and so many different personalities out there that if there was a blanket approach, it would get quite boring, really, wouldn't it? So you're looking for that individuality.
I've never been known to conform, so yes.
Okay, so what would you say the major learning points were for you from attending the conference?
Well, actually, that's really tough because there was so much there. One of the major things was I ended up reconsidering my opinions on 2 forms of social media.
All right.
Basically, I discounted 2 forms, which are quite well known, as being useful for a business tool.
Yeah.
The first was YouTube, because I thought it was all about dogs on skateboards and pussy on roller skates and things.
Yeah.
And the second was Facebook.
Right.
But I have reconsidered my opinion on those very much, and in fact YouTube has become quite a major part for us in our business and been really useful.
Right, okay. So what sort of things has it done for you?
Basically with some breaking news, so I reported and spoke to a couple of key people on that. It's still developing. I'll go through that more at the conference, but it's just being able to do it and also really knowing that you don't have to be perfect on it.
Yes.
I'm not a computer whiz or anything like that, but I've actually managed to do it myself. And that whilst perfection is wonderful, it isn't 100% necessary.
Right.
The other thing I also learned from the conference was basically that social media is a mix. It's a mix of interaction, communication, and also a business signpost.
Yeah, because you use a lot of these sites to drive traffic to other parts of your business as well, can't you? You can put on YouTube and direct people to your website, and you can mention it on Facebook and drive people to YouTube. So there's lots of different ways of actually increasing the visibility of your business.
Correct. That was mega to me. That also basically made us revamp our website to integrate social media and highlight it so that people could come back and also then do what we do, which is find people for jobs.
Right.
So it's not just talking about the community, it's also about doing your business and helping and being hand in hand. You've got to do them together.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the 3 Ds. Top selling is always about dedication, discipline, determination. But that also applies to social media, and that came through very strongly at the conference. If you're going to go down the social media route, you need to dedicate yourself to it. You can't half do it. You do it.
Yeah.
And you need to have the discipline to do it regularly.
Right.
And also to be aware that it can become, and this is a bit of a trap, a total time thief. So you need to guard yourself against that as well. And then the determination, you've got to stick at it. It's not an overnight thing. Yeah. It comes with time. And that also came out from your conference.
Okay. Well, you've been doing, the conference was last July and we're now, beginning of March.
Yes.
So what sort of impact would you say it's had on your business so far?
Oh, absolutely amazing. More more noise, more notice, more interest, more business. We're having loads of fun, actually, interacting with the clients and candidates in a variety of ways, being more innovative and creative, more involvement in the community and community issues. And I'd say it's just bringing us closer to the clients and candidates. It's a modern form of communication, and we're enjoying it and doing business.
Yeah, so your visibility's gone up as a result of actually taking part.
Yes.
Okay, and where do you see it going in the future for you? You going to carry on doing much of the same, or look at new things as they come out?
No, we will bring in new things. We still haven't quite got, the website's done, the blog's done, LinkedIn we've increased the usage, Twitter we're now working with, got multiple accounts going, YouTube we're definitely using, Facebook we're still getting to grips with, podcasting. There's still things which we haven't fully integrated and done yet, and moved or evaluated, because there really is so much.
Yeah.
And technology changes with time, so we need to just stay open and listen to what's going on and what's about, make a judgment and evaluate it and see whether it's something we want to use.
Yeah, because I don't think people need to jump in and do everything. They just find what's right for them.
Yeah, and take one thing at a time, pull it in, and then look at another avenue. It's a bit like advertising, if you like. You don't sort of take one advert and put it in every media if it's not right for your business.
Absolutely, yeah.
In the old traditional way.
Yeah. Okay, final question then, which I've just made up, I haven't told you about. What would you say to people who are looking to get involved with social media? Should they take it seriously, or is it a passing fad, or should they jump in with both feet? What would your advice be? Because there'd be similar recruitment agencies out there like yourself who are probably thinking, shall I, shan't I? What would your advice be?
I would say do it. I would definitely say do it. In the old days, business was always done by phone and letter. Then along came email. Then along came web. And this is just a natural progression. That you don't really just send CVs out by email now, by post. So you need to move with the times, and you need to be where your clients and your candidates are. And if they're using it, then you need to be there with them.
Right. Fantastic advice.
So I would say embrace it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And enjoy it.
Good. Okay. Well, that's great, Elkie. I look forward to seeing you on the 22nd of April. And thanks very much for your time, and best of luck with your business growing like crazy.
Thank you.
Thanks then. Bye.
Bye.